Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hike to Change channel. This is video 2, video 3. I don't know what order I'm going to put them in, so it could be 2 or 3, whatever. This is going to be talking about my influences, the people who kind of influenced me getting to where I'm at with all this backpacking and outdoor stuff. I actually started more on the survivalist side. Huge fan of like Dave Canterbury and Les Stroud. Like their information is unbelievable. If you don't watch their stuff, if you've never seen their stuff, check them out. They're amazing. A little crazy. Like Les Stroud just goes out by himself with all his camera gear. He's got to be carrying 40 pounds on his back everywhere he goes with all the camera gear he carries. But they're just a wealth of information. I kind of stayed away from like the Bear Grylls side because he likes to run and gun. And my thinking, when you're in that kind of survival situation, that is the last thing you should do. I think you should be slowing down. But that's why I kind of stayed away from his side. And then I started getting more into like trails, more into hiking and backpacking. And I came across Dixie. Now, if you're in the community, you know exactly who Dixie is. But for those of my friends and family and people who don't know, who might just stumble across this video, her channel is Homemade Wanderlust. She basically did this. I'm kind of modeling what I'm doing after her, except she started on the AT and I'm starting on the PCT. But she basically chucked corporate life, cashed out her 401k, bought a bunch of gear, and just started hiking the Appalachian Trail. And she's now a triple crowner, which means she did the AT, PCT, and CDT. So let me start over: the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. She's real tough. She's real knowledgeable. She actually she went over to Spain and did the Camino de Santiago with her sister, which was really cool videos because I've always wanted to do the Camino as well. So I got to see a little bit of it, which was really cool. So check out her channel. She's amazing. And the next one, obviously, once you find Dixie, you're going to find Darwin. Darwin, amazing dude. Great videos. Learned a lot from him. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm modeling off of both of them. So Darwin's videos are great. They're very informative. They're entertaining. I just think he's a funny dude. I like his style and the way he backpacks. Like, I would like to evolve to that level. He burns 20 to 30 miles a day. He's just a cool cat, and he's got a lot of videos, a lot of information that would really help you out if you want to do something like this. Then I started getting into other people like Follow Bigfoot, the Shill Brothers. If you want to know about hammock camping, because I actually was planning on doing the 18, I was planning on going through with a hammock. Shill Brothers and Shug are the two. You want to know about hammocks, watch their videos. They're amazing. Shug is awesome. There's so many: Tim Watson, Dan Becker, got him for like even like guys like Jake Hates Hiking. I'm a big dude. He's a big dude. He does hiking, and I find there's more information in his stuff that pertains to me as opposed to other people because he's fighting weight as much as I am. So like I think I'm actually gonna test out the trail runners that he uses because he's apparently got a wide foot too. And he loves these trail runners, so I'm gonna give him a shot and check him out. God, there's like so many YouTubers that I've been watching that are just full of information. Nemore, just so many people. Like there's just too many to list. I know I'm forgetting some people, but I'm going to try to make my subscriptions available for you guys to look at, so you can see all my influences and see who I've been watching and see who I've been pulling information from. Now, just keep in mind, I created a new account for YouTube, so all these people that I'm going to list as subscriptions look like I've only been subscribed to them for like a month. On my private account, they've been there for a while. So I'm going to, share that out so you guys can see. But there's just so much information out there. Like, how do you kind of whittle it down to make it your own? And that's what I've been working on and trying to figure out what gear I'm comfortable hiking with, keeping it minimal, keeping the weight down, and still be comfortable enough. I know I'm going to be uncomfortable out there, but you want as much comfort as possible. So I'm basically living by one foot. Well, I'll get into that in the next video. But definitely just start going through and just start typing in searches like Appalachian Trail through hike or AT through hike, PCT through hike. And you'll start seeing people pop up. There's some amazing people out there that did some really good stuff. There was I want to say she's a British lady. It was Mary Mansfield, I believe her name was. I've been recently watching her stuff because she basically did it every day. Like, she put out a video every damn day. So you get more of a detail of how it goes through. And she's one of the ones that influenced me to think about maybe skipping the Sierras, because she even said, like, she almost fell, and like fell bad. Like, super injury or death bad. She was able to use her ice axe to self-arrest, but if she didn't get that, it could have been a wrap for her. And she basically said, like, she doesn't regret going through there, but it is no joke. It is not for the timid. You need to learn your stuff before you go out there and take it extremely seriously. So, and not that I'm not taking it seriously, but it just goes to show, like, you have to really evaluate what you want to accomplish out of these trails. So shout out to her. She kind of made me rethink my strategy a little bit, which was good. But there's so many YouTubers out there. There's so many people out there that you can watch that just are a wealth of information, and can help you kind of dial in your gear if that's where you want to go. If you want to go and get into backpacking, if you want to get into that stuff, start checking out YouTubers, because a lot of them started out just so they could document the trail for their family and friends, just like I'm doing right now. I'm not planning on blowing up. I'm not planning on getting big. Don't care if I do, don't care if I don't. The whole point of this is, like, for my family and friends, like I said, but the hiking community is really cool like that. Like, they pick up on people and support. The support in the backpacking community, from what I've seen, is amazing. And even on a personal level, when I was in Shenandoah, like I mentioned in the last video, or the first video, where I was in Shenandoah and I hurt my back, I was doing that little section on the AT. Me and that lady who tapped out because of blisters on her feet, we ended up sitting at a restaurant right on Skyline Drive. I think this was called Skyline Drive. And we were just sitting there talking. We were having lunch. We were trying to figure out how we're going to get to the campground. And she just kind of peered in. She's like, "Are you guys going to the campground?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, we're going to try to." She goes, "Do you need a ride?" And we're like, "Oh my God, please, yes. We're both hurt. Yeah, please give us a ride." And she was so cool. Like, she actually did a little trail magic along the way. I think she was giving out, if I remember right, she was giving out like fruit. We actually caught up to our group at a viewpoint further up Skyline Drive. So as we're pulling up, they're sitting there, and I think she was apples. She gave them some apples. So we got to see our group again, and they got to see that, like, hey, we're okay. We're going to get a ride to the campground. And she was amazing. Not only she didn't just drop us off at the entrance of the campground, because it's a huge campground. She took us all the way down to the ranger station, got us all checked in, and I think, if I remember correctly, she even took the lady I was with back up to the store so she can get some food and stuff, so we had something to eat that night. We didn't have we didn't even have a stove. We were cooking everything over a campfire because we didn't even have a stove to use. Like, but that lady kind of showed me that, like, the trail community is real. They really care about these hikers. They like to see them succeed. They like to help out when they can, and they do it for nothing. They do it for no pay. They're not making, most of them lose money on this stuff because they're giving away stuff. They're giving away food. You can be hiking down and come out into a parking lot, and there'll be somebody there cooking burgers. Like, really? That's awesome. I just hiked, 40 miles through whatever section. I just popped down this parking lot. This dude's cooking burgers, like, or the lady is cooking burgers. That's amazing. Even on the PCT, like, Trail Angels stash water in the desert in different areas, different caches, so they know that there's lots of distance between some of these natural water sources, so they try to help out where they can. That's amazing. So the hiking community is amazing. If you watch my videos and you see some of my backpacking, you think you like it or interested, check out the Trail Angels. You'll see them all over the place. The AT is really famous for it. The PCT is kind of growing. CDT, I'm not sure about. I've only really watched one CDT video. That's when Dixie did it. But it's just an amazing community, and I would like to be a part of it. I think it would just be fun. Even if I don't complete this trail, and I tap early, and I decide to quit because I've never done a full through hike before, I might hate it. It doesn't mean I don't like backpacking. It just means I'm not really a long distance trail walker. That's just how it works. But if I do tap out early, I'll probably rent a car and do a little trail magic before I head back to the East Coast, just to pay back a little bit. Yeah. So as far as influences go, there's a ton of them out there. But before I forget, there is one dude that kind of maybe pulled the trigger this year, and that was Second Chance Hiker. Big dude. He started the trail with his pack and his body weight. He was about 400 pounds. He obviously didn't complete the full through hike, but the community just adopted him, and I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking to get adopted. I mean, I can always use help. I always accept help, but it really just kind of showed me that even if you're not set up to really be a thru hiker, the community is still going to support you just for even trying it. Because I think a lot of people in the trail community have either done it and know what you're going through, or they want to do it and they can't for whatever reason. So check out as many backpacking channels as you can, because you'll find not only a wealth of information, but you'll see how cool the community really is and how much they support each other. So Second Chance was definitely the one who kind of made me pull the trigger this year. I mean, someday when I lose the weight and I get in shape, then I'm going to give it a shot. Well, that day's not coming. I'm not a diet dude. Every time I try to diet, I lose a little bit of weight and then I go right back to where I was. I need to make a wholesale change and really kill this weight off, and this is the way I'm going to try to do it. So I've been rambling on way longer than I wanted this to be. I only wanted this to be like a 5-minute video. I think I'm up to like 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to cut out now, but like I said, check out my subscriptions. I'll make them public, and start checking out these other channels, because before I go out there, you can kind of see what I'll be doing. Again, I'm doing the Pacific Crest Trail, also known as the PCT. So if you're going to check out what I'm going to be doing, look for anybody who's got PCT videos, and we kind of give you a clue of what I'm going to be going up against. That's all I can think of right now. Talk to everybody soon. Have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this, and see you in a little bit.